Bam! What's up, y'all? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to another edition of the Brothers of Legacy, where we don't stand out, we stand up. I appreciate you guys rocking with us this morning. Thank you guys for hanging and coming through. Today we are talking about what are we talking about? Is it our business or is it their fault for being out here? Um, with so much going on with I guess celebrity like people or Instagram stars or YouTube people, so well known based on content they've created. Um, and a lot of things have been revealed. We know the different players in all of this. Um, so my question today, because I'm never into the mess, but is it our business or is it their fault for being out here? Have they placed themselves in a too vulnerable position, or have we taken too many liberties to dig into somebody's life? Because it's it's easy to point and look at somebody else's life, but we all know for a lot of situations we wouldn't want our information put on blast. And I get it. You're probably thinking, well, that's why I'm not out there like that. Um, but if I'm in one space and then another space comes out, it's like, focus on what I'm doing as far as the work. Focus on what am I doing as far as my content. Um, so it's it's hard, right? And we sit and good morning. What up, Mark? Great morning to you, my brother. Um, we sit, and it's a kind of form of judgment. So we're gonna dig into that. My brothers will be here shortly, hopefully, or just be me. So I just want you guys to think about that. All my replay viewers, I appreciate you rocking. You're missing out. You need to be here live. You need to be here live. So if you're watching this, if you consistently watch this on replay, you're missing out on great conversation because I want your input. Everybody that comes through, I want to know what you think. So even if you come through a replay in the Facebook space or YouTube space, make sure you put a comment down below. Let us know what you think, because a lot of what you say helps shape the conversations that we have. But like I said, we're not ones to dig into sensational. We're all about having conversations that move things forward. And I feel like, with this people business out there like that, it just makes things muddled. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we get lost in the sauce, we get distracted, and it's easy to look at was it a train wreck? Like when you're driving, like, why am I driving slow? Till you get to the accident, and you were looking like, but no, none of us would want to be in an accident. But it seems like those things catch our attention. When things fall down, when destruction happens, it has our attention. And it's crazy that it gets like that. Thank you, Lisa. Blessings to you. Thank you for always sharing. Um, it's crazy that it has to get to that point. Why are we so enthralled with the destruction of somebody's life? I mean, I get it. Some people prop themselves up, talk so much junk when they fall. It's I told you. Everyone want to have the "I told you" moment, and relish in that. Oh, good morning, Cheryl. Good morning. Good morning. So this is what we're gonna delve into. We're gonna dig it out. We're gonna have some fun with this. All right. So we'll be back uno momento. So listen, this is your opportunity to share. This is your opportunity to share the conversation, tag someone that needs to hear this, as well as join our community. Text brothers to 84576. If you rock with us like every day, you are not in our community, you're missing out. You're going to miss out because I got some things I keep talking about it, but coming down the pike and I want you to be a part of. And people gonna ask, hey, how do I get there? Gotta text the community. Text brothers to 84576. Text brothers to 84576. You'll get the links and all of that. Because sometimes on these broadcasts, I forget to post them. I don't put them up. And you'll get it once I'm finished and it's ready to release. You'll get it at that moment. Hey, Mama McCoy, great morning to you. So make sure you text brothers to 84576. One, you'll never miss a show or any of the shows that we are a part of, as well as things that change or opportunities that happen. You'll be the first one to get an opportunity to look at, check out, and be a part of. All right, so make sure you text and join the community. Text brothers to 84576. Text brothers to 84576. Be a part. Be a part. Don't just stand, be a spectator, be a part of the change, be a part of this community, because change is happening. Hey, Willette, great morning to you. Great morning. Hi. That's funny. Oh, so listen, be a part. All right. So make sure you join our community. Text brothers to 84576. Don't worry, I'm not going to spam you all times of the night. You just get maybe one text in the morning, and that's about it. Unless something big happened, I try to hit you at a respectable time, and then we'll move forward from there. So last time, text brothers to 84576. Join the community. Be a part. Be a part of the change. So we're going to dig into this conversation. So I want to know what you guys think about the whole celebrity in our business, or is it their fault for being out here? Good morning, V. All my people coming in the building. A great morning to you guys. Appreciate you. Make sure you share. Hit that share button. Hit that share button. Hit that share button. If you're on Periscope, no, we're not on there. That's a lie. If you're on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, make sure you share to your community. Share somebody through text. You know, like, yo, you need to be in this conversation. Remember, we just talked about this a few days ago. You need to jump on in here because we want to know your thoughts, what you're thinking, what you're about, and tag somebody. Like, yo, if you're in Facebook land, tag somebody. You're like, yo, I want them in this conversation, even if they want to argue with us. We love it. We love it. All right. So, uno momento. We're going to be right back. So, like I said, share, tag, and join our community. All of that while the intro is going on. All right. All right. Let's see. Oh, almost hit that wrong. Joker. I got too much stuff up here. I'm a video hoarder. I like to just I have a problem just deleting stuff. Let's see. Where in the world did it move? It moved. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. Having some technical difficulties. My own fault. There we go. Bam. I didn't want to catch that.
Morning. Good morning.
Welcome to another episode. Good morning. Everybody. This episode of Brothers of Legacy is brought to you by Crest. All right, let's change this up. Bam, bam. D. Goodson in the building.
What up, brother?
I'm good, man. My computer's acting choppy. I don't know. It's not giving me the Wi-Fi issue, so it could be my computer is trying to do too much.
You better do your thing.
I'm trying not to blame them yet. I'm trying not to blame them.
I hope they shine for you.
Yeah, I do too. Hey, listen, I still got the Comcast box. All right. Let's see what's happening.
We finna get juicy this morning.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because it's I've been thinking about that because like whenever something goes down, everybody becomes a news reporter. Everybody wants to discuss what is happening in somebody's life. And I'm like, I get it. Because so naming specifically, I know Derek Jackson. And it's funny. I didn't know anything happened till somebody put a meme with all that, like a bunch of black men, like this is every black man waiting for Derrick Jackson to log in. And I was like, what's going on? So I'm Googling like, oh
Oh,
snap.
you didn't get
But
my message yesterday?
you know what? I seen that later when it first
Oh,
happened.
gotcha.
Yeah. But so I mean, I get it for all those that have not been a fan of his. They were like, I told you. Like wait, but at the end of the day, right? These are people's
Mm-hmm.
lives though. Like these are, I know for him, for a guy that doesn't like him, it's like, yes, I need you to feel that. But I feel bad for the wife. I feel bad
I
for
feel horrible
any
for her.
any kids, any family connected. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more than just him. So though, and he built kind of an empire on this stuff. So it might affect him financially. It may, sometimes just getting out there, any kind of spotlight, raise the bar, and you don't lose anything. You just get a little perspective on how to finesse the next situation.
Or you
Oh,
might hinder some future
right. That's
situations.
it's possible. It's
It ain't
possible.
possible.
It's possible. Well, what I'm saying, because look, like anybody, like say at his level, right? He's been trying to get in the rotation of interviews, right? Think
Mhm.
about it. And let's just throw a big name like Oprah, and Oprah's like, yeah, we might get you. Like they respond back like, we see what you're doing, we're watching you. But
Mhm.
this thing right here might get him on the show. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
this might get him on the show.
So I mean, like we've always said, good some any publicity, maybe some good publicity.
Right.
So it is is as crazy as it sounds. But what I want to get into, so
Is it our business?
yes, is it our business? So the
He
first
made it
question.
our business. He made it. Look,
You feel
on
like it,
behalf
and at least that
on behalf
situation.
of every black man in America. I'm not in check it. I'm not saying that the stuff that he was saying
Yes.
or that put him in a position or made women love what he had to say. I'm not
Right.
saying that it's not true.
Right.
It's a one-sided perspective,
Right.
and he. I don't know if I want to say it on air the way I said it to my
Yeah.
wife. Um, so let me try to find a way of cleaning up what I said to my wife. What he did was he was the feminist version of a male talking
I
to
get you.
women about men.
I got you. I mean,
Well, I'm gonna say what I said. And this is Dwayne. This isn't Brothers of Legacy. I said he was the equivalent of a lesbian talking to women about men because he had zero understanding for the plight or growth or not making excuses. What he said was factual, but it
yeah.
was out of context in many occasions because he didn't put context into it. He didn't allow for growth. He didn't speak to any of those things. He just went straight for the jugular, which in many cases wasn't it wasn't an issue. So
I mean, so I dig what you're saying. I've listened to him like once because I think, how did I get it's always like one video that shares and somehow it's into your feed and you
right,
watch it, and it was interesting. I will say how I really know was have you heard of Abba and Preach? I probably mentioned them before.
I've
um
heard of them. Yeah,
they've done they did like a mesh up like some waves back, like now it's different, but they did a mesh up of
facts, Mark.
Derek Jackson contradicting Derek Jackson. Like they took his videos, he would say one thing, the next video you say something opposite. So, but I don't want to really dig into the character of him. Because my thing is with this, I want to talk about just period. Like
Right.
why do we gravitate towards drama? Why, like, so how do you feel? Do you feel like it's a just do thing? Because like I said, this is somebody's life. I know, like, if it's boxing, right, and they talking junk, and then they get their head knocked off, it's like
We
that's
love
what you
that.
get.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what you get for
should
talking all.
shut your mouth. See,
Right,
you
and
should have
it's in the
shut your mouth.
profession. It's in the
Right.
profession of it. Is that what kind of people are looking at when it comes to things like that? Like, he's talking relationship and then he gets caught. He's like, he's the dude that he's been talking about in a sense.
It's like Superman getting hit with kryptonite.
I got,
I
I
mean,
got you.
some people want to see the fall.
Right.
some people want to see a good bout. I mean, I I want to say I feel
Hey, Cole,
bad for
good
the
morning.
brother. I want to say I feel bad for the brother because
Okay,
I I I've been where he's at.
I got you.
The difference is I didn't crucify
Right,
the people that I represent on the way to getting there.
I got
And
you.
and I think that's the drama. I don't know how women are gonna feel about it, but
Right,
as far as dudes go in the negativity and gravitating towards it now, I
right,
think it's us like, man, I was hurt when I did that. Or yeah,
right,
I was wrong, but
right,
look, it wasn't as
right,
cut as dry as you made it. So
right,
now that he's put himself in the same boat that the many people he was speaking to was
right,
experiencing.
right.
Now people are like, well, my girl left me because of you. Ha ha
I got you.
ha!
I
Got you. So
got, I
I
got you.
think it's a little
In
bit
that
of that.
instant, I
Yeah,
got you. I got you. So do you? Okay, um, so we know why we gravitate to drama is kind of like the train
it's
wreck thing.
entertaining. Yeah,
Yes,
it's
and
like,
it's
ooh,
unfortunate. Even an accident that somebody might have got hurt, you just like, oh my goodness,
right.
like what
Or even
what?
the neighborhood when the cops when you see the
Oh,
cops in the neighborhood, what everybody look. My mama used to do this right here. Look out the blind. And,
right.
and my sisters go sit on the porch and pretend like they're having a conversation. Hey, what's going on over there? Hey, Miss Hattie, you know what's going on? It's yeah, it's like a fire to a moth. People.
Right.
I want to know what's going on. Yeah.
Right, right, right. All right. So my next question, he said, do we why we feel we have to judge someone's personal life? So this kind of goes into the, is it because they put themselves out there like that? So V said, and I've seen this pic as well, and this makes me even feel worse for her. She said there's a pic of his wife with the caption "I cheat too if I came home to my wife looking like one of the Temptations." Um, and I'm not gonna sit there on judgment because I've laughed at a lot of this stuff, but it's bad. Like, cause I can't. It flipped the script. Like, if that was my lady, like if I came out, and I know for we talked about it. We talked
Right.
about it as well. She was like, first off, you've been on there by yourself the whole time. I'm not getting on on there with you,
Right.
And secondly, she said, if I did get on there with you, you ain't gonna want me on there, like
Right.
so it's just I don't know, like it's it's not like a TV show. I think we've got that reality thing, and it's like I feel bad. It's a marriage, like they have
Right.
a
Like
relationship. They have, so I've been thinking about that. Like,
like
good,
no, I was just gonna say it's gonna be hard for her not to be involved in this.
right, right.
Simply because of the subject matter that he's always speaking on and the fact that they're one. So it's gonna be difficult. But
What's up, Ashley?
I believe wholeheartedly that anything towards her is straight hate and it should be off limits.
Right,
We
right,
can't blame her for his actions. And even
right,
in that picture, let me be real. My wife beautiful.
right,
Everybody got their own opinion. My wife beautiful. However, there's moments when my wife is PJ'd up
right,
in the bed with the remote, and
right,
somebody can look at my wife and be like, eh. But I'm
right,
still seeing
right,
gorgeousness all day long. Now,
right.
the man he's worth what, 6 7 figures? At least he's worth low 7 figures.
Probably more likely.
She can doll up if she want.
Right,
I don't think that that's an issue. I think that she's just comfortable in her own skin, and I think she's becoming part of the agitation process. What
right,
can I do to get to this man? You know how when I saw it,
right.
I told my wife, I was like, she was like, I don't know who he is. I was
Wow.
like, look, dudes have been waiting for this day since the first time he opened his mouth. And I was like, sad thing is, his
Yeah.
wife, there's nothing she can do or say to make this situation better, even though
Right,
she shouldn't even be a part of this.
right,
She doesn't have anything to do with. I don't care if she was 500 pounds,
right. Doesn't matter.
midnight black with powder ashy skin and
Right,
BB shots for hair. She ain't
right,
got that ain't got nothing to do with him cheating.
right,
That's
right,
his decision,
right.
and that should be him his burden to bear alone. I think the wife is off limits,
I
but
feel you.
as far as personal judging personal lives, I think that's off limits.
Yeah.
except when you put yourself out
Out
there
there like
to
that,
be a motivational / inspirational speaker.
especially when it comes to relationships.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it kind of
you are your own brand.
right.
Derek Jackson was his own brand. I
True.
mean,
True.
take the muscles away, take the eloquence away. It was what he was saying.
Right.
And now that the lifestyle don't match up to what he's saying, yeah, your brand taking a hit.
Right.
So
Or
you
at
can't,
least it
yeah,
seem like right. Right.
what kind of fruit you bearing?
Right. Cole said people are more drawn to drama than they are positivity. And he also said the average person wants to feel better than someone they feel as has a higher status in life than they do. Yeah, I think it's that as well. Like people that seem like they're in the ivory tower of life, and like we said, it appears that way. When they fall, it's like, see, they're just like us. Like I
Right.
think it's one of those kind of moments. He said, V said, people have a lot to say about somebody else's business, talking about what they do if that happens to them. Right. Some don't understand unless they've been in that situation. You don't know exactly what you do until you're in that moment. Right. He said, Cole speaks that. What's up, Terry?
What up?
So yeah, I think I I mean, I get it because you come out and you put your relationship out there. You put your relationship, what is it, knowledge out there. You're saying if you're speaking to me, you're telling me your house is straight. Like everything you're speaking
Right.
against,
See.
you're saying your house is straight. And I
And
get it.
that was the energy that he was
I get it.
putting out. It wasn't like, hey, women, this
I
is a
get it.
good idea. It was like, hey, women, if your Negro is doing this, then
Right.
you need to leave that Negro because
Right.
this, and
Right.
this. That was
Right.
the energy.
I will.
So that's the
I will.
energy he's getting.
I will throw a small defense. Like he's had two sides. Like he speaks to women, he speaks against men. But I know for the most part, it seems like he speaks against men. I will say I didn't. When I first seen him, I was like, is he married? Because most of his
I thought he
videos.
was single, and this was the first time yesterday I was like, oh,
Oh,
he
really?
was married. Oh,
I checked him out. I said, okay. So when you dig in his Instagram, you see what happened.
Derek Jackson.
Derek Jackson. Yeah, Derek Jackson. Um, he said that dude is a walking contradiction. And I get the sentiment. It's just like it's kind of like the drunk dude telling you how to live your life straight. You know what I'm saying? Like people that are in the mess of their junk, trying to tell you how to live your life straight. Now I get it. I know his approach was like, I'm straight, So it's kind of like he just got to kind of go back to his own videos and
Well,
watch, in a sense,
yeah.
So
I mean, he never gave off the persona that I'm telling you something that I'm not doing.
Right.
In his defense, he never did that I saw.
Yeah.
It was just everything that he said with the conviction and the enthusiasm and the passion he said it. You assume that if he was in a relationship, it was straight.
Right. So would you say because preachers preach on the pulpit, they speak about everything, and we are subject to, I can't say mistake. Me and my wife had this conversation about making a mistake. Cheating is not a mistake.
No, it's a series of bad decisions.
Yeah, because a mistake is something that, I just dropped something.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Right. Because we all know.
Turn.
Right. Cheating is a process.
Yeah, you chose to pull your pants down.
I picked up the phone. I answered the text. I came over there. Like I've had multiple times to stop. So yeah, it's kind of different. It's in a different space. He said, now when Kevin Samuels will be out in public with a woman whose face looked like it kissed a hot ice cube.
See, I mean, that's the equivalent of what it would take that for him to get the same hit that Derek fit to catch.
Yeah, I mean, I think they said some stuff about him as well, but honestly, it doesn't mess up his credibility. And what I mean by that, like, I think it was something about child support not being paid. My wife was like, he looked like a dude that probably don't pay child support. But it doesn't go against his messaging. All he's saying, he has a strong message that we may not totally agree with, but it doesn't. He's never spoken
himself.
He's not contradicting himself.
And he's speaking that.
Right, because I saw it. I was like, I'm not a fan, but this ain't nothing. You know, like
See,
this ain't nothing. Um,
Derek would be in a different position altogether if this was the case, right? Whenever I give relationship advice, I'm a transparent person.
right.
I talk about what I've done, what I desire to do, what was messed up in me, and all those other things, right? So he never shows vulnerability. He comes across like I've arrived, I've made it, I don't struggle with this. This is what it is.
Right.
And the only thing that I would give him a pass on is where's his morality anyway? I don't think he's a born again. No, I don't think he's a born again believer. I don't. He's never confessed it. So what do we really expect out of him?
Right.
The people who are throwing shots right now is just like, hey, you preach this and then you do this, but it's not like somebody like a pastor when they make a mistake. Right. Hey, the first thing that they're preaching before any mistake is grace and mercy. I'm a human. We're all in the same thing. It's progression, it's lifestyle, it's change. But here we go. This it's a different feel. Yeah, you're a human, but yeah, grace is not a part of your will well. Mercy is not a part of your will well. It's not a part of your bag. It's not a part of what gets you to the bag. Right. So you expect that now, but you never give it.
Right. So let me ask you this. So other than, for lack of a better way of saying it, everybody in the Wendy Williams lane, you know, with their their YouTube channels and things, because you know we got the gossipers. Hey, that's what I do. I gossip. I set my whole life up to gossip. Should we
talk about Wendy?
No. Listen, the segue. I watch. If y'all haven't seen that movie, the Lifetime movie, it's interesting. And it's really interesting to me because I've kind of grew up with Wendy in the sense where I'm from New York. I've listened to her on the radio, go from radio station to radio station, hear the moments that she got fired to go to another radio station. So yeah, it's interesting. If you followed her, it's an interesting story. If you've not, it's like, it's okay. So my thing, like, the question is, should we discuss every bit of someone's personal life that is revealed? What I mean by that is, other than those that are, their job is to gossip, so they're trying to find any little goodies. That's what they've been doing. Is it our business to constantly post other people's business, like that are celebrities or people that are out there? Because I don't know, the Derek Jackson, I guess they're kind of like celebrity-ish, you know, the Instagrammers and things like that when things happen in their life, you know, because like I said, it's so personal, you know.
When you profit off of it, you're fair game.
Right.
If you're just well known, then I'd say no. But when that's how you make your money and that's why people know you, if the reason I know you is because you always talking relationship stuff.
Right.
For instance, if whatever I say, I violate, I'm fair game for somebody because I'm an influencer.
Right.
Like if you carry the title of influencer, if you have followers, if people look to you for any type of information, you are fair game because that's how you do whatever you do. What happens if a cashier at Walmart slapped the taste out of somebody's mouth?
So great morning.
Like Walmart finna be on blast, right?
Right.
Because it's affecting their brand and their target, the people who they serve.
Right.
Now, if the dude that owns, if one of the board members of Walmart gets drunk in his house, and runs his truck through his house, that ain't our business. But
interesting.
I mean, you see the angle that I'm trying to. I know that wasn't the best example, but
I mean, I hear you. Like, as far as, but see, with branding, it's different. Like we have Brothers of Legacy, right? Mm-hmm. Let's just say we have Brother Legacy products, we have Brother Legacy store, like something that affects the Brother Legacy brand is kind of like one thing, but something that affects my life is another. And I know, like, if I'm my own self brand, AD Walker, my own self brand, it's almost like one and the same. I mean, I don't know. Is it on me? I guess I put my life, my life reputation at risk because I've made my life a brand. I guess that what happens. And then
Yeah,
so
I think
but
you're responsible there. Yeah.
but then at the same time, I'm gonna read your cold post in a moment. Shit, it's, everybody becomes a news reporter to talk about what you've done wrong. I think that's the irritating part. Like, because now everybody want to jump on and want to talk about it. Like I said, unless this is what I built my brand on. I'm a gossiper. This is, and we know,
Mm-hmm.
when people go see you, they looking for the gossip. They looking for
Right.
the drama. Um,
Oh, you definitely gonna get fried.
right, right, right. But
Yeah,
that's their lane.
that's why Wendy got hit so hard.
Right. And well, yeah, if you live in that, yeah, I
Yeah.
don't care. Like that's when I don't care. Like when she got
Right.
fried with her husband, or like I was like,
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
I don't, like I don't want death to happen. I don't want sickness to happen. But your reputation getting jacked up. Oh yeah, I'm cool because you've been taking folk down for decades. So
Mm-hmm.
that's one thing. But as far as people that just come out, go live, like, yo, did y'all see what just to kind of tear into somebody's life.
Oh,
I take issue with that.
well, it depends on who they're tearing into,
Right.
because like this current situation,
Right.
he made his money off relationships
Right.
and,
Right.
and women's self respect and women positivity and what you should deal with and what you shouldn't deal with.
Right.
So this is fair game for him.
I
Now,
dig it.
if we're talking Denzel,
Right.
which you never heard anything about, that's why I use Denzel. If you're
Right.
talking Denzel, it's none of your business.
Right.
If Denzel had a girlfriend on the side, that ain't none of y'all business. That's between him and his wife. But
Right.
Denzel ain't make his living off of giving people relationship advice.
But let's keep it real. If it happened, everybody would be jumping on it. Like
Yeah, more
most
than
people would
likely.
talk about it. And I think that's my thing. Like people don't take a moment to, or at least be considerate. Be considerate of what if, because I know a lot of people think, hey, this is just my little 10 people platform. Ain't nobody, like, they're not going to see it. You know what I'm
But
saying?
it's the culture though. We're obsessed with everything they do. If I'm gonna watch you eat at a $10,000 plate restaurant talking about it's me and my boo right here. If I just watch that, who was it? I don't remember the comedian. He said this. He was like, if you invite me to your wedding and I gotta come to your wedding and hear all these vows and all of this, that, and the third, when you get a divorce, I need to be able to come to that divorce too. So I can see. Oh, yeah, he was like, if I had to come and bring you a gift and all that other stuff, he was like, when you get divorced, I need to be in the courtroom. Oh, he did this. Oh, this is why you take it. Oh, you don't want half. You want this. It's the same.
He won't be part of it.
Right. So when you make your money in the public eye, you are part of the public eye. Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, y'all can't complain about the entanglement situation. You've been in the public eye since summertime. Well, since parent don't understand.
Right.
Yeah, and set it off. So this is who you are. This is the life you accepted. And you well compensated for it. I don't want to hear the Charles Barkley line of I'm not a role model. You get paid from an audience of people. You're going to get everything else that come with it too, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
I got you. That's interesting. That's interesting. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. You were talking about Wendy Williams earlier, AD. She gleefully talked about relationships going wrong, but her tune changed when her own marriage crumbled in public.
I was like, how you doing?
Right. Crazy. Oh, that's like what he did. B said there's a video of a woman fighting at Bath and Body Works, including an employee. Don't even know why they were fighting. I didn't even finish watching the foolishness. Yeah, I know. Listen, the fight videos. Drama can only survive when there's an audience that includes gossip. Bam. Indeed.
But why though? Because you're worth gossiping about.
Right. But man, like we could, if we take some of our energy and focus, and I get it. Like, listen, I get it for all my positive posting content providers. I know you're saying like, dude, my positive posts maybe get a couple of, maybe 10 to 20 people watching,
Thanks.
And then I know somebody that they had, they try to do, they've done, not try, but they've done like positive, they've done news stories and stuff like that. But as soon as they drop some drama, their junks went to like 1,000.
Because
Like,
that's
so,
what people want to see.
and I get it, because there's this, I don't even want to mention his name. He come on
But
live, talk about nothing, and get like 2,000 people watch it. Talk about nothing.
I know a bunch of them like that. But I'll give you a perfect example. How do you see Martin Luther King Jr.? Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr.
You said, how do I see him?
How do you see him?
I mean, as a positive role model, the
So
activist,
you don't
marching.
remember any of the negative about him?
I don't focus on it.
No,
I've heard it. I've heard it.
See, but this is what I'm saying, right?
Right.
Depending on who you are,
Right.
stuff rises and falls.
Right.
When Kurt Franklin had his moment, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Who's still talking about that right now?
Right. It's still
Because
it's a
his
little
good,
muddle.
but
So muddle, but I got what you're saying.
Is it viral now though?
No. I mean,
because his good outweighs his bad.
right. My man is keeping it alive though. He was just
He's trying.
He was on there with Larry Reed. Well, actually, Larry Reed got on his live. On Instagram how you can invite people. He got on his live, so they had a whole conversation, and I realized my man is really, really off. Like,
but here's the beautiful thing: people who normally would talk about stuff,
right?
I've watched them come to Kurt's rescue,
right?
And be like,
right,
a grown man with a grown son who's disrespectful.
Right. That's a clear.
I'm talking about unsaved people.
Right.
Or talking about like, nah, leave that man alone. That Plies.
Right. Wow.
Plies out. He was like, blame me. It was me. It wasn't Kurt. That was me.
On the phone.
Look, and this is what I'm saying. So
right.
when you fall
right.
and you have a public moment of embarrassment,
yes,
but your character still speaks for you,
right?
It's gonna pop up, but people are gonna.
You're just gonna take it. Yeah. You're gonna take a hit. You're gonna take a small hit. You're right.
Right. But when your whole name something about Derek Jackson that hasn't been relationship that he's got traction on that
that's
hasn't been relationship.
Not a relation. Yeah, for me, I wouldn't know.
And that's why in his case, he's gonna eat these L's all day long.
Right.
They're gonna be TikTok, Periscope until it gone, Twitch, Facebook, IG, whatever he's gonna get eaten for a minute.
Right.
And to go back to what you're saying, you're right. There should be an expected amount of privacy to an extent.
Just some.
I mean, but it's all about what you make private.
Right.
See, he's made it public. He's made stuff public knowledge,
right,
and put it in the public domain. So, is it off limits if that's what he's talking about? Is it off limits?
I got you. I mean, I was, and I was sitting there thinking, if he just what if someone just ignores it? Like just continue his videos in the car, whatever. Just like it ain't happened, like it ain't real. Like, granted, of course, I got to deal with my wife about it. We gonna deal it. Whatever happens in the house, but leave it to be a private issue. Sam said, we as a people take pleasure in others' demises. Yeah, I think so. I feel that. I think only way, for the most part, I'm thinking in my head, who maybe the world may hurt if they fell. No, half of them would be happy. I was thinking TD Jakes. If TD Jakes fell, people just see, I told you.
False prophet, fake preacher. Look, and here's the thing. I agree with what Sam said to an extent.
Right.
And I do agree that people are always looking for the negativity in things. Yeah. But when it comes to people's fall, it's people who stand opposite of what you believe, or who speak something without giving that affects you, but there's context that doesn't get brought to the light too.
Right. Let's see. I was reading. Let's see. She should have. It wasn't worth the hassle. Or should have left. I guess. Ignore it. People love train wrecks and car accidents. You're right.
That's why traffic in Atlanta is so bad right there. Nobody ignoring no accident.
I think that's what happened yesterday. I'm thinking this in our latest. It's on the other side.
Dead, right? With the way traffic's backed up, you think 5 people dead,
right?
And it's a scratch on the passenger side door,
right?
For real? But everybody looking.
He said, Right. Don't let that post. Let there be a post about being conscious. It'll be removed, and or you'll be put in Facebook jail. Well, I said a pastor falling. We see that happen this with often. Yeah, John Gray and stuff like that. But I was speaking of like someone that we maybe Barack. Like somebody that most of us would be like, oh man. Like you really wouldn't want to talk about it. Like,
See, no,
oh,
see, we wouldn't want to talk about it,
right.
but there's a lot of Republicans that would love to talk about it. See, you got to
I know,
remember that,
I know. There's nobody.
and this is the crux of every situation like that.
Right.
It's that
They would have loved
opposite.
it.
It's the people who don't rock with you.
Right.
They,
Right.
they they're ready. They got their rocks ready.
Right. Right. He said. He said. TD Jakes, Tim Tebow, or LeBron fall. The world will be ready to burn them to the ground. Burn them
Absolutely.
down. You're right. He said, "Look how quickly they turned on Tiger Woods." You're right. You're
And
right.
look, and I'm gonna tell you, look, this is part of what happened to Tiger Woods, right?
Right.
Tiger Woods said, "I ain't black," so
Oh man.
automatically,
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
the black community, like, yeah, See, I told you that white woman got him. See, that's
Right.
what that you. I
Right.
wish you bet you wish you was black now, don't you?
Right. 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 You're right. I mean, I don't know.
It's the other side. It ain't the people you influencing,
Right.
because those are going to be the people who still ride for you, even in your wrong.
Right.
It's the people that was like, dude,
Right.
you know that's kind of foul, right?
Right.
You telling the truth, but it's kind of foul.
And I don't want to like stay on him, but have you seen any positive posts? Anybody standing for Derek?
I haven't even. After I
Or like
saw the
fall into
initial,
one? I know I've seen all the memes and
I
yeah.
haven't seen any of it. I
Right.
honestly haven't. I just saw the original article that I sent you, and
Right.
after that, I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't care.
I mean, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean just on the timeline. I just be wondering. I just
The
because
only time I be on Facebook is when I get ready to do this right
right.
here.
Right. He said, I guess for Tiger Woods, he said whites went harder on him than blacks. We knew it would happen that way. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right.
OJ, see,
Oh,
OJ,
yeah.
Orenthal James.
Yeah, they turned on
Orange-
him. Like they threw him out the club in a minute. Like, oh, you got to get out.
See, Dave Chappelle makes he already done the remember the race draft that he had.
Oh,
when we
picking,
traded
yeah,
Tiger Woods to the Asians,
yes,
and they gave us they wanted Wu-Tang.
right, yeah,
It's funny and it's
Yeah.
satire, but there's so much truth in it.
right. He said he beat me to it. Everybody loved Tiger when he was tearing up the golf course. The moment he crashed his Cadillac Escalade, and we discovered his infidelity issue, there was a collective wince, and we have not looked at him the same ever again. I mean, yeah. And my thing, and we talked about the lane. What lane are you in the public eye? Yo, he's just a golfer. Like
But he's
he's
a golfer that looked like us, kind of, and then came out and said he wasn't us. So
right.
He put his that was
Put himself in that section.
In that section, all you need is one.
Oh man!
If Denzel cheated on his wife right now, I guarantee you they would come after him for a little bit. But Denzel ain't never really did nothing or said nothing to make anybody upset. So I think it would blow over. Barack made enemies.
Right.
He made enemies.
Right. Oh yeah, no doubt. Joe, just being president, you got enemies. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. Oh, let's see. So yeah, to close this up, mind your business. I'm just I mean, like I get it. It's easy to kind of talk about, want to post about it, want to share about it. And I get the Jackson thing for guys that have been, that disliked him. I mean, he was who he was.
Living in a glass house throwing stones. That's what's wrong with him. Let me make that clear. If you living in a glass house, don't throw rocks. Please don't.
But I think I don't know. I think we should all take a moment, to think about somebody's life. And I get it. He came on live. His wife wasn't, what we would expect it to look like on a live, especially in the situation. But you got to remember these people's lives at the same time. Like, I get it. We put ourselves out there, but we should just try to be considerate a little bit. Real talk. Like, just a little bit. just a little bit. Like
I can't, man.
just
I
a little
can't.
bit. I mean, I'm just saying, like,
And I agree with you in instances.
because I mean, this is why like people that are in the line like sometimes kill themselves. Sometimes they're so hurt, and I get it. They put it out there, but he said, Deborah said, I'm talking about when he was on there with his wife. People were just hitting the angry, laughing, and right. I
But
was
he
like,
should
how
have
rude.
expected. It's
I
look.
mean, it is.
We say how rude. We
right.
say how rude. But did you not see that coming? Let's be
Yeah.
for real.
Nah,
Hey,
I wouldn't have come.
all Christians are crooks. All
Right.
preachers are crooks that's after
Right.
people money.
Right.
And then when you need a preacher,
Right.
no,
Right.
that was coming.
Right.
I
mean,
I
I
understand,
get it.
Deborah, and
Yeah.
I understand. Look, everybody on there, most of the people on there want Christians.
Right. Right. That too.
So you got to understand that. So when you talk about trying to do godly principles in there, you can't expect the cat not to be a cat.
Right.
I don't expect the lion to go out and eat some pineapples and apples.
Right. As she said it right. Always remember that you could be in that same situation.
And that's my point. What she said, when you're spewing what you're spewing, remember, you could be in that same situation. Because how many men was going through some of the things he went through now,
right?
And he was possibly the catalyst that had relationships break up. Right. Not saying that they didn't do anything to put themselves in that position,
right?
But in every you married,
yeah,
and you've been divorced and remarried the same woman, so we both understand that just because you have issues don't mean you can't work through them. Yeah. But depending on who's in your ears during those times, it can change the trajectory of a relationship.
I can't blame him though. I can't blame him. But I can't. It's not his fault. He just he's giving information, right? For one, like I may give him a little say it was his fault if he was like a pastor. He's leading the flock.
No, but it's the same thing though.
Man, there's so much influence. There's so many YouTubers. I get it, but there's so many YouTubers and people out there. Like,
I mean, we already YouTuber that got his influence. Name one.
I'm sure.
Name one.
I can't name one. I don't follow Steve Harvey. Bam.
Okay, and now tell me what Steve's doing.
He's writing "Think Like a Lady and a Man" Part 3. I don't know. He's radio hosting. He's out there and he gives advice all the time.
And I guarantee you, if Steve get a side piece, the world's gonna be in Marjorie's corner. It's just the nature of the beast.
Well, that's true. But so I don't.
When you put yourself in a space, you gotta accept every.
Look, I mean, I get it. Like
when I was a cop,
I get it. Yeah.
When I was a cop, I had to realize that every single day I pulled any car over. I don't care if she granny or she the neighborhood dope dealer.
Right.
I could die right now.
Right.
That was responsibility I got to take. And there's some officers who had to live that out, you know?
Right.
So when you enter a space, I agree with you, Ashley. But me, I'm the dude that says, look, I ain't been a crackhead before, but if you smoke crack, is it safe to go to the trap house?
Right.
Is it safe to be around your crackhead ex-friends?
Right.
No. I've been a cheater before.
Right.
I've messed this up horribly.
Right.
So if you're a female, 9 times out of 10, if you in my inbox, regardless of the type of message you send me, you ain't gonna get a response. Right. I'm not going to have coffee with you. Right. I'm not hanging out with you. And if I do, my boy, we went walking with a fellow periscoper.
Oh, yeah. Did
I go by myself? No. We had accountability, right?
Right. Yep. Together.
When you are speaking one thing, let me tell you something. That's the honest to God truth. Whatever it is you're speaking, the enemy is going to come at you on it.
Right.
And if you're not prepared to fight in that area that you're speaking out and being an influence in, you are fooling yourself to not think that the whole world is going to come against you when it falters.
Right.
Is it pleasant? No. Can it be done with grace? Absolutely.
Right.
I feel sorry for Derek Jackson. Let me be real.
Right.
I feel sorry for him. But I told my wife, I was like, there's thousands of black men right now, just like, I've been waiting on this, bro. I've been waiting on this day. Right. My girlfriend left me because of that stuff he was saying. Yeah, I messed up. Yeah, I did it. But when
Right.
you walk in that space,
Yeah.
is
I
it
mean,
all fair? No. Does
I
his wife deserve it? No.
yeah, right. It's exactly Dwayne. Don't invite that trouble by entertaining a wayward woman's advances. Same with women when it comes to, excuse me, a wayward man. True indeed.
Because women are beautiful to me.
Yeah,
And just
got to
because
be
I'm married,
mindful.
don't think that I don't see other women as being attractive.
Right.
That's why some
Got
of
to be
y'all
mindful.
never get likes when it comes to some of y'all pictures. I'll
Right. Yeah.
never like them.
Mm-mm,
If
mm-mm.
it's something that touches me, like you say something, I was like, oh, that's nice. Like,
Yeah.
comment,
Right.
maybe. But you on here,
This picture.
nah, I'm
Right.
scrolling
Scrolling by. Right. Right.
because I know me, and I know. Look, if you play sports, you see what happened to KD, right? He got
Mhm,
hurt, and he's
mhm.
more susceptible to getting hurt again. Why?
Right.
Because you're still building on
Right.
that thing, so you can't go into areas that you know you're weak in. That's
Hmm.
just
That's good.
stupid.
That's good.
And Derek, I feel sorry for your wife, and I pray for you, and I pray that you become whole, and that God fixes whatever's inside you that's off that made you go down that route. But
Right.
the reality of this situation is, bro, you on here looking cock diesel. I mean, I ain't even got to say no homo. I'm a grown man. You got a great physique. You
Right.
wearing medium shirts, and you got a great smile.
You're
You
right.
got great skin tone.
Right.
You articulate,
Right.
and you saying stuff that resonate with women.
Right.
You're already making yourself a target.
Target.
So
That's
why
true.
would you continue to be in that path without having some accountability around
Right.
you?
Yes,
You
indeed.
paid cash money for this, brother.
Yes. You don't go.
But I hope you get better.
He said you don't co-sign out IG models out here. He's
No,
in the
sir.
streets. Right. Right. Oh, yeah. It's a tough situation. I mean, and anyone in the limelight that that makes bad decisions, a series of bad. Yes, medium. So,
I try to put on a medium every now and then too. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna
yeah, I
hate on
can't
the brother.
see how this gut of mine works. Mediums just roll up. They roll up.
Hey, look, that's why you keep the camera from here up.
They
I got a dad. I look from here down. I got a dad by.
right. All
No,
right.
it's unfortunate. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah. It is.
it's, but I
It,
knew it was gonna happen. I didn't know he was gonna cheat, but when he cheated, I knew this response was gonna happen,
oh,
and that's because
yeah.
it's the nature of people, and that's always gonna be the case.
He should just came out like a regular video and did it, and
He
spoke
should
about
have
it.
did what Kevin Hart did.
What's that?
You remember when Kevin Hart got caught up?
What did he do?
Kevin Hart was like, "Hey, this woman, hey, look, so I was I slept with this girl and she videotaped it and she trying to extort me for some money and
Right.
nope, she not getting my money. I done told my wife about it.
Oh, put it out there.
It's not a
Right.
good
He did.
look.
Yeah.
Yeah. When see, I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened, AD. Everybody know who you are, right? And then he get into one of these. Look, and I'm telling you from experience. She was like,
Hey, come on, Yvonne.
you know, I feel you. Look, I ain't finna tell nobody this, me and you. Let's just have fun.
Right.
We do what we do. Look, whatever your wife ain't doing for you, got you. You ain't got to worry about anybody telling, anybody knowing.
Right.
And then he was like, look, I can't do this no more.
Right.
I love my wife. This is messed up. You already in it now, but this is the process. Right. And she was like, oh, well, do your wife know you be hitting this? Oh, do she know you probably ain't using condoms out here? Right. Do she know when you said you was here doing this that you was actually in my bed? You know I got pictures.
Right.
And it's probably one of those type situations. That's why when you are in a committed relationship, the best way to stay in that committed relationship is to stay committed. Stay committed.
That's it. That's all. We out.
And I think the Brothers of Legacy can stand behind that, right?
Yes,
I can speak on behalf when I say if you're in a committed relationship, stay committed.
Stay committed. Yes, indeed. But like I said, just as you post and you talk about people's lives, be mindful. Real talk. Be mindful. Think about if this was you. And I get it. I know the way he put himself out there. Just consider the fact that we all as creators and content providers, put our information out there and talk about it. He said, just cute Tony, just me and you.
Don't worry about it. Worry about it. Worry about it. Worry about it.
That's all you're gonna get. All right. So yeah, just be mindful about how you present your information. Never was it, and then like you said, was it throwing stones in glass houses? Don't start throwing stones at somebody else from your glass house.
Facts.
So let that marinate before we start attacking and pulling out claws like, oh, he's going down. Think about yourself. Yes. And all that getting, get understanding. All right, guys. So we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, Thursday. Terry will be back in the building. And I don't know what we're going to talk about, but tomorrow we'll discuss.
We could do a no, I'm just joking. I was going to say we could do a Derek Jackson and Samuel's versus.
Oh.
I'm being petty right now. Look, I'm just playing. That was just for laughs. I'm for real praying for this brother though, for real.
Yeah,
because I've been there.
So, right. Oh, is that Kevin? Did he say something? Oh, this is my friend from like way back when. He's always here. He just don't say that. So I appreciate him speaking. He said milk is really good for your teeth. So is minding your business. Oh, let's see. AZ Dwayne, I truly enjoy your wise take on the issue. Continue to bless it to both of you. And I love you very much. Yes, we love you too, my brother. Deborah, appreciate you. All right, guys.
Oh, love y'all, man. Y'all fam.
So we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Oh, Kevin, go get me. So let's so we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, same place, same channel, and make sure you text the community, text brothers to 84576, text brothers to 84576, and we will see you in the AM 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you share. Still opportunity to share. Sharing is caring. All right, guys.
Love on somebody,
and know that we love you, but God loves you more. Peace out. I didn't want to catch that. Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Good morning.